1909 was the kind of year that not much happened that made the history books. Colombia recognized Panama's independence. The Boston Red Sox traded Cy Young to the Cleveland Naps. It was a big year for aviation. Orville Wright sold the first military plane to the United States government. The first flight across the English Channel was achieved, and the altitude record of 984 feet was accomplished over the city of Paris. Construction started on the Panama Canal and the naval base at Pearl Harbor, and Admiral Peary discovered the North Pole. And Zella Belle Moritz was born to Myra Dora and Eugene Moritz in Meat Camp, North Carolina. She was the seventh child and would be followed by three more brothers. Zella would have a full and happy life as a child, living in a close family. At the urging of her brothers, she would move to Bristol in 1936, where she would meet and marry her husband, and they would live here on Broad Street for the next 76 years. February 28th was Zella's 105th birthday. She was given the key to the city by Mayor Dolan.
You're very welcome. And on behalf of the city of Bristol, Tennessee, we would like to give you this letter congratulating you on your 105th birthday, and also we would like to give you a key to the city. The key to the city.
We got a chance to talk to Miss Zella a few days before the party. When you've lived 105 years, you have lots of memories, especially about growing up.
Being at home with the family, of course, I was happy as a lark because we really were a happy family and got along real well. Had a good mother and daddy, good Christian people. My daddy was a good man. He was a carpenter and did all kind of farming, but he was a carpenter, built houses. And well, there were 10 of us. But we had, of course, we wasn't all at home a lot for a long, long time because there was 7 boys. Of course, they went away and got jobs and worked away from home. And my sisters got married when I was about 7-year-old or 8. I was 7 or 8-year-old when they got married. And so I don't remember much about them being at home. But I grew up with those boys. I had a good time. My mother wouldn't let me be a tomboy, but I'd like to have been. But I did everything I could that they did. It was the snow, we'd sleigh ride, we'd do all those things, that young people do. Yeah, we had a good life, happy life.
Zella Roberts has seen the world change in her lifetime.
I come to Bristol in 1935. My brothers insisted on me coming to Bristol to live because one of my brothers had gotten married and he'd started a business of making candy.
She remembers her first airplane ride.
Right up here at the airport of Bristol, my brother took me up one Sunday. There's a man there taking people up that would like to go. And I said, yeah, I'd like to go. So he said, okay, we went up. Then that would have been about 35. We just drove around over town, just over the city. Oh yeah, I liked it. Yeah, and I wasn't afraid. I didn't feel fearful going to the Virgin Islands or to Wyoming or any of those western states, I wasn't afraid.
And of course, computers.
Some of my family just lives by they just do everything. They write me email and all the stuff on the computer. Yeah, all that stuff.
I asked Miss Zella why she thinks she's lived so long.
I've always been happy. I'm a happy person.
Do you think that's?
I don't worry about stuff a lot.
Do you think that's why you've lived so long?
I do. I really do. I never let things bother me, like worry over what I didn't have. Because there's a lot of things I didn't have, but God blessed me and I had a good life. And my family was so good to me, loved me and good to me. made me feel good. I think that made me live longer.
So is that it? Just be happy, don't worry too much, and be loved? That's the secret of a long life? Well, there's only one authority on longevity in the room, and she just turned 105 years old. And she still has that beautiful smile that she's had her entire life. We'll see you next year, Miss Zella Belle.